Hey everyone, we're back at Knott's. It's for the Fall-O-Ween event. We get to wear costumes. They say there's going to be some fog, maybe some ghouls. Later on, we'll find out. But at the very least, we get some delicious fall-themed treats. Yes, that means Team Pumpkin rides again. And I'm really excited for it. As a matter of note, I will probably not be eating a hamburger. So don't go expect that in this video.
To wear a face mask in all areas of the event, with the exception of being seated. Face masks must be properly worn, covering both mouth.
We're in the park. We are in the camp spooky section here with our friend Kevin, and they kind of decked this place out. Some pumpkins, some hay bales, a few skeletons here and there. Just giving it a nice little fun walkthrough zone area. It's kind of cool. I like the fact that they're putting out that little extra effort into making Fall-O-Ween a fun event for the whole family.
Sir, put your wings out. When I count to three, say ah! 1, 2, 3. Now turn and do it for the camera. 1, 2, 3. Ah! I love you guys.
Thank you.
Have fun. Hi, Moria.
So we just collected a whole bunch of desserts here. I'm definitely gonna get cavities by the time this is all over. Let me introduce you to each one before we dig in. First is the graveyard funnel cake, which, I mean, considering this is 1 point from my ticket, this is amazing with that whole thing. Kind of doing the Lazy Susan thing here. Then we have the ghoulish pumpkin bun, which is a deep fried cinnamon roll covered in all sorts of goopy goodness. That's probably gonna be 10 trillion calories in and of itself. And then the caramel apple cheesecake trefoil, which having had one of the trefoils before, I actually really liked it, so I'm hoping this will hold up to that, even though I'm not the biggest apple fan.
Hey, Team Apple, just saying.
All right, so let's try the apple one first, as I'm not really a member of Team Apple. Let's get this one out of the way. Oh, that is cream and cheesecake. I didn't get low enough to get to any of the apple. I'll try to get a little lower there. Oh, green apples. Sorry, little announcements.
Starring Karen.
All right. So the cream is their beautiful, delicious, fresh whipping cream. The cheesecake part is delicious, of course. It's delicious cheesecake. Then you get like a layer of cinnamon, apple, caramelly stuff. I said not a big fan of the green apple, but this is actually pretty decent. Like this, it kind of reminds me of an apple pie. If you had a really good, or has a really good apple pie innards, it kind of reminds me of apple pie innards. The very bottom, is there a little crumble or anything there? No, there doesn't have to be any crust or anything in the bottom. So, if you like apple pie, if you like caramel apples, if you like cheesecake, ideally, cheesecake plus apple pie or caramel apples, you're probably going to be in heaven with this one. It's not entirely for me, just because of my general dislike of green apples. But that caramel and the cheesecake parts are fantastic. The graveyard funnel cake. I still can't believe that this is just 1 point off the card. That's still... Look at the size of this thing. If this isn't a shareable, I don't know what a shareable is anymore. So I'm going to do my best to kind of chomp into this. So it's like there's goop here on the top. And we got something here. I don't even know if my fork can... Might need to grab a knife or something. I can do it. I can do it. Almost. Almost. Okay. It's, there we go. Dip it in some of the goo. Oh man. Have a little bit of goop on its own. Yeah, this is great. It's huge. But it's nice and fresh and warm. It's always wonderful. It's very chocolatey. It's not the easiest to cut off a fork, but you can do it. I'm not going to stop eating this. I'll put the fork down. There we go. Yeah, it's very chocolatey. The crumbles are great. Our slime frosting right there is wonderful as well. I really like this. This is awesome. This is... I just realized that, like, if we actually had Scary Farm, they probably would have had this with, like, the full, proper family-sized one, and I'd be looking at it right now, reviewing it, going, I'm gonna need 3 or 4 extra stomachs, people. So, it's really good. I love how they do their funnel cakes at the park in general, just because of how they load them really well. They make great flavor combinations. I love the fact that you know, this part right here is all cold, but the funnel cake itself is still hot, so it gives you a nice mix of flavors, textures, and temperatures. I really recommend this. This might be one of the best things here. I know I'm going to say that about like every other dessert, especially if it's chocolatey or pumpkin-y. And if it's chocolate pumpkin, just forget about it. But I can't rave enough about this. This is really, really good. I'm probably going to eat this and have a stomachache the rest of the day. So if you excuse me, I'm going to dig right in and we'll get on to the next item. The ghoulish pumpkin bun. This looks great. It's supposed to be pumpkin flavored. It's supposed to have a fried cinnamon roll in there and the great frosting here. Let's see if I can try the roll frosting. Oh yeah, it is pumpkin spice. I'm gonna break this. Oh no! I should be using a knife. You know, it's a pumpkin. It's a knife. Carve a face on this. Get a candle. All right. Eat. Not the easiest to cut with a knife, with a fork here. That isn't, Anyone's ever seen Food Wars? That. This is amazing. Okay, take more. Yeah. It is very pumpkin spice. There's little crispy bits in there too. my gosh. That's just too good. It is just the cinnamon, pumpkin-y perfection. It's soft, but it's crispy. It is so overpoweringly sweet. I feel like I'm gonna need to like eat a entire salt shaker just to balance myself out. Oh my gosh. It's so good. I kind of want to just pass out into a sugar coma right now. Because, whew.
Can you finish that?
I don't think I physically can without like a palate cleanser and time. I hate having to give up. Like, it really bothers me. This is a bit too much. I know I'm basically taking it on myself, and it really should be shared, but like, it is so overwhelming to the taste buds. As much as I love those first few bites, you get about halfway through this, and you're gonna feel kind of sick from too much sugar. If you remember that feeling as a kid, when it was Halloween night, and you just took 2 huge handfuls of candy, and you just gobbled it all up, and then you get that weird sick to your stomach feeling because your body goes, I can't have that much sugar at once. That's this. I'm actually getting, I need to get like a drink or something, and I don't think I can finish this, and I don't think anyone should take this on by themselves as their challenge. And I've taken on some very hefty things. You can see in some of the previous videos, I've taken a lot of heavy things by myself. This one just is too overwhelming for me. And as much as I love the flavor combination, it's too big. If this was done as like 3 small, you know, like say those little mini muffin sized, but it was this exact thing, I think I would love it. So just fair warning with the ghoulish pumpkin bun. It's a little much. So this is our first real time getting up close with the new entrance queue. Looks pretty cool. I like all the little factory things they have up there now. I really want to go inside because I want to check out the ride. I've been curious about it since they announced it. As much as I miss dinosaurs, as much as I liked Iron Reef, I'm actually really excited to see Berry Tales, and we still can't go in, but at least we got closer up so we can actually have a better look at what everything looks like. Alright, it's time for something a little more savory, don't you think? This is the Grim Reaper sandwich. It has a little thing here of horseradish, I believe. Yep, that's horseradish. Looks like we got a little, got quite a few different meat options in here. It smells decent. I don't think I'm gonna be able to dip that in there, so I'm gonna probably have to use a fork or something to spread. Let's just take a bite without any sauce.
Good evening.
That's pretty good.
Tonight, we present the most horrifying and spine-tingling thing
No, I can dip it.
at Knott's Taste of Fall-O-Ween. The safety announcement guide.
As a reminder, face masks must be properly worn, covering both mouth and nose. Also, we ask that you please maintain a safe social distance from others at all times.
That's pretty good. And one more bite here. Okay, now I know some people will consider this an insult, but I'm trying to understand where I'm coming from on this. This reminds me of if you could have like a high quality version of an Arby's sandwich. It's like if you can see in here, it's kind of little shreds of meat, we got a little bit of cheese in there and what have you, and then you add in the horseradish sauce, and you get kind of like a really good version of that. So if you ever thought, look, the way their food looks in the commercials versus how it is in real life, that's what I'm talking about right here. I really like it. The meat's pretty good. it's simple and small too, so you're not going to like overfill yourself if you want to keep room for some of those sweet desserts or some tasty drinks. So yeah, I'm going to recommend the Grim Reaper sandwich. These are the burnt End Riblets on top of some nice mashed potatoes. That's good. Oh my god. It's like creamy and cheesy. Who needs the meat? I just want the potatoes. Okay. Look at the meat. Give me a second. And you'll take a look there. It's all darkened with the sauce. It has a lot of the potatoes still on. This one was in the potatoes. Okay. Of note, there are bones in this. They are riblets. Try that again without food in my mouth. Of note, there are bones. These are riblets. I can even see them on a few of these other pieces. The sauce is really good. It's like a sweeter kind of... Barbecue sauce is the wrong word. I can't quite find the right word for it, but it's like a sweeter barbecue sauce. This is really good. This might be one of the best savory options. Definitely that I'm going to have today, but maybe even at the last few events.
Oh, yeah.
And the potatoes are good and creamy. Meat has a good sauce. It's good tasty meat. And there's a lot of pieces here too. It's 1, 2, 3. There's like 8 or 9 pieces in here, so you got quite a bit of meat teeth there. This is definitely a good grab for the points, since it's only one, taste on your card. Definitely would recommend this to anyone who wants something a little more in that barbecue kind of style and doesn't mind the bones in their meat. In addition to food, there's quite a bit more to do at Fall-O-Ween. We have pumpkin decorating, we have vendors, we have shows going on featuring comedians and magicians. We also have Into the Fog, which is a store featuring some old Scary Farm merch, in addition to a gallery showing off some great art. It's smaller than the usual gallery we get, but it's so great to know that it's still here. There's so much going on, and it's really great to see how each one of these events has gotten, from kind of a small little thing to a little bit bigger to even bigger. And the kids are running around and having a great time in their costumes. And the only thing we're really missing that I miss so much are the mazes. I would love to be going on Paranormal Inc. right now, or going into the depths, or any number of the other mazes that they've had over the years that are amazing. And there's still so much to do here, and I'm so glad. And if you have tickets to this, trust me, you're gonna love it. All right, for drinks, we have the Full Moon Mint Julep. It's supposed to have some boysenberry flavor in it, of course, because this is Knott's Berry Farm. That's quite refreshing, actually. I can't really taste any of the mint or anything. You can definitely taste the lemonade and the boysenberry in there. There's also some lychee in here as well. It's pretty good, though. I definitely recommend it. It's definitely refreshing. And it's not quite as bitter as some of the lemonades can be here. So if you're someone like me who isn't a huge fan of the bitter flavor, this will be a better choice for you because it doesn't quite hit that same level. Definitely worth checking out. Ooh, it's all spooky now. It's all dark and scary. Ooh. We're gonna have the Diablo Fries. Got them over at Coasters. Normally we go to Coasters for milkshakes and stuff. We're going for some. That's actually pretty good. Oh.
What you mean I just lost 40?
These are really good. Fries are nice and crisp. The chili is actually really meaty. There's little you know, kind of like chunks of. Ooh, whoa, whoa! There's the heat. Just hit me. Yeah, I get some nice heat in there too. This is great. It's different than your usual chili fry. You usually use that thicker chili that you don't really have the meat chunks. It has little meat chunks. You got that kick. I mean, there's some onion in here. I can tell because my onion allergy is kicking in. Kind of hurts. But these are really good. Really going to recommend these because there's that heat and that really good chili. So we got a little bit of Cheeto dust in there. It's the spicy Cheeto dust too, it tastes like. Adding just a little extra kick, that makes this taste really, really good. It's a combination you might not think off the top of your head being a great way of doing chili fries, but no, this is a great way of doing chili fries. I'd highly recommend this. If you're a chili fry aficionado, you gotta have this for sure. They even have Snoopy here. That's right, it's a party, people. Come on, let's party down. It's late, but we still have some treats to check out. We have right here the cursed cannoli, and we have the pumpkin spice churro sticks, both of which look delish. And I'm gonna take a big old bite of these guys and see how they are. Speaking of cannoli, these are always great. You have your powdered sugar on there, which looks to be maybe part of cocoa. That is really good. The cream is amazing. You had a little bit of like chocolate kind of crust inside as well. Of the standard cannoli crust. You get a better look inside there. That is really good. You had the powder on the outside. And unlike some of the other desserts, it's actually kind of like easily handled by one person, making it a really delicious treat option. Little sugar on my fingers. That's really good. That's probably not going to be making it many more minutes after this video is done. Let's check it out. So it smells like a standard churro stick, so most of it is the dipping. Is the dipping sauce have its lid? It does not have a lid. Okay, it's pretty gooey. Okay, this might be because I had the cannoli first. These are okay. The sauce is pretty good. I mean, the churros are great in and of themselves, so it's the same churro you're normally going to get here. The sauce is pretty good. It doesn't quite compare to the cannoli, unfortunately, and some of the other richer desserts we've looked at today. But not a bad choice. If you're in a churro mood and you want something nice to go along with it, the sauce is good. I'm generally not a big fan of dipping churros. Knott's is one of the few places I do make an exception for that because of the cockroach bites, or whatever they were called last year, that I loved, which was dipping them into fudge. So I will give them a chance over here. I do think that it is kind of like their own personal made sauce. It's not like, you know, didn't come in some container with like a lid and, you know, clearly was mass produced at some factory and it's half made out of plastic. This is a real, you know, mix here they've done. I like the sauce a lot. Dip to see if I can get more of that pumpkin flavor. Yeah. Nice and pumpkin flavored. Plus you have enough sticks to share with friends and family. Or keep all for yourself, it's up to you. Not a bad shareable. and easier to share than I'd say some of the other ones that are, you know, bigger loaves that you need to kind of cut apart and just grab your stick, dip it. Yeah, both are pretty good, but the cannoli is one of my favorite desserts of the night alongside the funnel cake. So depending on how big of a, you know, craving you're having and how much you love chocolate, obviously, because that funnel cake was chocolate heaven. Overall, Knott's Taste of Fall-O-Ween is a great event. There's some great food options and huge portions this time around, so your 5 uses on your card will go by really quick and will fill you up so much you won't know what to do with the leftovers. You should bring them home, is what you should do. In addition to that, we do get the fog at night. We get some music, some classic Halloween music, a little bit of spooky music. There are some games for the kids to play. There is trick-or-treating. There is vendors. There are pumpkin paintings, various little shows. It's a whole great event. There's no wonder this thing sold out. And unfortunately, if you don't have your tickets yet, you're not getting them, which is really sad because I wish more people could experience this event. It is great. It's not Spooky Farm, but that's okay because there's still a lot to do and a lot to enjoy, and it's great to bring the kids if you have the kids. So if you're wondering whether or not you were right to think about bringing your kids, you're perfectly great. The Camp Snoopy area is beautifully decorated, and there's some trick-or-treating stuff you can do there, and it's a wonderful, fun time for everybody. Plus, you get to wear a costume at Knott's. How awesome is that? I don't get to do that ever, so this is my first time getting to wear a costume at Knott's. I usually bound or something like that. So, overall, I really love this event. I hope they do something for November or something for December because I am down 100%. And I am so glad to see that how Knott's expands the event every single time and makes things even bigger and better. And I love the fact that Knott's is still thriving despite, you know, not being able to have the rides going and not being able to have the. It's great to stupid mask keeps slipping. There we go. It's great to see Knott's thriving, even without the use of the roller coasters or the mazes. People are still coming. People are enjoying themselves, and that is amazing. I love it. And I'm so glad I came. I wish I could go a second time. That's how much I enjoyed myself. Unfortunately, like I said, everything's sold out. So I tried to make the most of it, and I think that's what you should do. If you haven't gone yet and you're waiting on your turn, make the most of the day. Don't just say, oh, I'm going to show up only when it's night. Don't do that. Enjoy the whole day, all the options, all the little shows, and just have a great time because it's a great way to get out of the house and a fun time to be had by all. If excuse me, I need to wander into the fog a bit because I love wandering in the fog. Thanks for watching, everybody. It's been a great time checking out Fall-O-Ween. I hope you get a chance to check it out too. And like my buddy Kevin over here always says, remember to like, subscribe, and check the description for ways to support the channel because we're giving you as much content as we can considering the circumstances, and more content is on the way because there is so much great food to eat. You have no idea. We're going out there, we're finding it, and we're having a great time doing it. And remember, until next time, eat the magic.
Riding along. Oh, a cowboy needs a horse, needs a horse, needs a horse.
Oh, I feel like I need to lay down.